Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, all.
We are on here to give you guys some information that we came across. I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to jump in and we will get started right away.
So the purpose of this video is to show you where we are in time. Where are we in the grand scheme of things? And um, and the title of this video is Exorcist shows you when we are in time, because the Exorcist movie time stamped. The Exorcist movie time stamped a couple of things in particular, and in doing so, it lets you know exactly when we are and where in history where we stand, and to do your countdown for the folks who are looking into Revelations. If you want to put a time stamp on Revelations to find out exactly where we are in this video, I'm sorry, in this existence, in this realm, simulation, whatever you want to call it, the Exorcist movie gives you a timestamp, lets you know exactly when we are in terms of Revelations. Um, for those who haven't seen it, I did a video 2 years ago in reference to the number 62 pattern, and we predicted some events that were going to take place. So we're going to start off with this video because this video is a timestamp, and it lets you know where we are and when we are in history as we speak. Take a look.
The U.S. figure skating community in shock today after losing 14 members in an aircraft collision near Washington's Reagan National Airport on Wednesday.
Someone please tell me where we live. Tell me how that guy predicted 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago that Wichita was going to have a tragedy in 2025. Look.
Minnesota women's hockey team, 62 wins, USA Today. Look, I can understand this is a hockey team. I'm not trying to be listen, a whole bunch of people don't talk about hockey, but the USA Today front page, you gotta tell you, that Daily 62 is coming up. And they know that it always gets shut down at the 62. So this Minnesota is due for a horrific tragedy in 2026 because of the team thing. So it's a lot of energy. It's a team effort, so it's a bigger entity. Look at the algorithm yourself. Don't trust me with the algorithm yourself. Same with this person right here. You see they keep on talking about the streak ends at 62. Bad omen. That's your own 62. They marked you. This team, if you're part of this team in 2012, then in 2025, y'all going to have a terrible tragedy. Strike you. That's right around the corner. That's right around the corner. Just look at the numbers yourself to see. And if you look at them close enough, you're a neurologist. I'm not in those things. You're going to see that those numbers can cancel out the murders. There's two numbers that can cancel out the murders and your sacrifices. And I can't tell you right now because I'm being a buffoon, but I got to verify them first. I got to go through some more. I got to do a little more studying, but it can be canceled out. It doesn't have to happen, especially the ones that are done by men. For example,
Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the original document that my hubby did. I want you to see the date. He did this 11/8/2022, and there you go. Wichita Team D4 Tragedy 2025. Someone please tell me how this girl is reporting that CNN reported that the plane crashed 6 or 5 hours before it happened.
So does anyone want to explain how or why CNN was able to report?
Okay, I just wanted you to see that first part with the Wichita plane crash. We didn't know exactly what the event was going to be, but because we had it already in our notes, it was going to happen because of the 62 um, game streak that the Wichita team was on. We knew that they were due for a tragedy, a team tragedy.
And it will be a team
in 2025. So, because once we saw this crash took place that we clearly know was done purposely, I decided to continue to follow this plane crash. So we went to there was a cleanup video being done. They did a stream that lasted maybe 12 hours showing all of the debris and the plane being removed from the Potomac River as a result of the plane crash of the Wichita Heights. So take a look at this video. And I want you to look at this video.
Listen.
And I want you to listen to the sound. Listen to the sound in this video. And pay attention to the image that they show you when they're cleaning up on this video. Take a look. Okay, we're gonna play it one more time. This is the video of the plane cleanup in the Potomac River. This is the video. Look at the video and listen to the sound. Okay, when I heard the video, when I was watching the video and I heard that sound, I remembered that I had heard this sound before. And this is where I heard this sound before. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. This is for fair use and educational purposes only. Look where it lands. There's the Potomac River right there, the same place the Wichita plane crashed. On your left is the scene where they were cleaning up. So the scene from the Potomac cleanup is literally in the 1973 movie known as The Exorcist. So I want you to listen again. Rewind this back, please. I want you to listen to this again. Listen to the sounds and see that they're showing you something, a perspective from a plane's vantage point. And it's showing you a crash in the Potomac River in the scene that I just showed you. It's the sound and the image. There's the Potomac River. This is where the plane crashed. And to the left, put your cursor here. This is the cleanup site of the first video you just saw. And you see that it's flying into DC, in particular, Georgetown. And if anyone who's familiar with the movie The Exorcist, this is when the exorcist, the devil, was invited into this little girl's house. So I want you to listen to this one more time and listen to the sound. See this This is the cleanup. This was the cleanup from the Wichita Falls Heights, the Wichita Heights plane crash. Listen to the sound. Okay, now we're going to listen to the Exorcist, the beginning of the Exorcist, and you're going to hear the same sound and see the same image. And stop. You notice that the gentleman, rewind it back. The gentleman here has got an X. Notice he's got an X. Okay, continue playing and listen to the sound. The same sound, the exact same sound, the exact same location, the exact same location of the cleanup is shown in this movie. And for anyone who watched this movie, you understand that this was showing you that the devil officially arrived. This scene is showing you when the devil arrived. So because this scene is showing us when the devil arrived, you listen to sound. So they're showing you exactly when the devil arrives, and it's letting you know officially that the devil made it to DC during that plane crash. Um, it happened to be the exact same day of the RFK hearing.
Is this symbolizing dog eat dog world?
It may be, but it's war.
Mm-hmm.
It's war. But this is the exact same sound. So for the folks who are trying to figure out who's the Antichrist, if you go through the Exorcist and you watch the movie, Exorcist shows you multiple times who the Antichrist is. That is the sound from the Wichita cleanup. Okay, the Exorcist shows you who the Antichrist is, who the actual one. I thought it was Trump, thought it was Obama, and I thought it was Musk, but the Exorcist confirmed who it was. Anyone who's been following Twitter as of late and understands X, that Elon Musk changed his name to Kekius Maximus. If anybody, if anyone knows, if you can pull it up, go to Google or anywhere and pull up Elon showing that he changed his name to Kekius Maximus. And for Kekius Maximus, you're going to see what Kekius Maximus means. And you can find out what it means and what it represents. So we're going to show you what Elon Musk changed his name to. Are you you can just Google it.
I did a post.
Oh, okay.
On it,
okay.
Explaining it.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Ariel's going to pull up a post that she did about 2 months back.
That's about right.
Kekius, that's about right. She's going to put up a post that she did on Twitter about Kekius Maximus and Elon.
Sorry. Just give me a second, guys. You can keep talking.
So she's gonna show you a post she did about Kekius Maximus and Elon Musk. So I want you to see what she showed you, what Kekius Maximus means and what it symbolizes. But you can just, if you want, you can just go to Google and Google Kekius Maximus. If that makes it easy.
I will if it don't pull up this time. I will. Yeah, because it's. Oh wait a minute. I just saw me. Here it is.
Okay, so this is the post Ariel did on January 3rd. As you can see, Elon Musk changed his name to Kekius Cecius Maximus. Cecius appears to be a Latinization of Kek, a word roughly equivalent to laugh out loud, popularized by gangers, but now often associated with alt-right. Kek is also the name of the ancient Egyptian god of darkness, who is sometimes depicted with the head of a frog. Okay, so Cecius Maximus, who Elon Musk changed his name to, the god of darkness, and in the and it's symbolized by a frog. So you go to the Exorcist again, and when you go to the Exorcist, it shows you. I
want to show the definition you just said.
Next definition. So literally, what I'm trying to explain to you is Musk name change to Cecius Maximus may be a blend based on Kek etymology by combining Kek with a Latin suffix "-ius" and Maximus, meaning the greatest, a unique combination of gaming culture, internet slang, and languages created. So go to The Exorcist and show. I don't know how to get to it. Where's the thing you were looking at? Go to The Exorcist and do this one.
This one?
No. There you go. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. This is The Exorcist. And tell me what you're looking at. Here you have the Cecius Maximus. You see the frog throat. You have the frog throat. One sign, basically, I'm letting y'all know, you invited the devil in when you elected, when you made your choice this time around, and you invited the devil himself in. This is where we are in history. The Exorcist was about bringing the devil back. And you saw that the devil came to DC, went over the Potomac. You looked at the cleanup scene. But the Cecius Maximus, the frog throat, gives you a hint and lets you know, okay, well, who is depicted by a frog? We know Cecius Maximus is depicted by a frog. In addition to that, you go to the movie The Exorcist. Back to the thing. And go through the party scene. Listen to the dialogue, and I'll point out what. Here you go. Here you go. Pause. Um, so you hear this fraud. This guy in this character in this movie is an astronaut, and you hear him talking about Gemini and Mars. This person wanting to go to Mars. Do y'all know anybody, any filthy, disgusting, sausage-looking pig who's talking about going to Mars? Well, as he's speaking that, you'll see the X in the background. Can you highlight that? See the X here? Listen to the dialogue when they decided to show you the X. Listen to the dialogue. Please listen to the dialogue, because this is an astronaut who said he's been in space. Okay. There's a guy out there who's telling you that we need to go to Mars, a fake lying astronaut. Okay. Continue to the Exorcist again. And though when Reagan's mother is in the not this one, you go to the Exorcist again, and you'll see The scene where the mother is in the no, the doctor's office. I think maybe fourth car.
I didn't see no video.
Okay, I'll put the other one, but it's another you put on there. Okay, go to the bathroom. So you'll see another scene in Exorcist where behind the mother you have the X again. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're trying to figure out where we are in this situation, in this timeline, where we stand as far as Revelations, The Exorcist gave you everything you needed to know. And the Wichita plane crash in the Potomac tells you when you are, exactly when you are, when they invited the devil into Washington. The devil is here, whatever you want to call it, Antichrist, the dark one, whatever you want to call this thing that is going to destroy America. It's going to destroy it. Everything is going to burn because of this decision. You invited this in when you made your choice to put these people in charge. You said, come in here, and you let them in, and they showed you. The movie The Exorcist was explaining to you how the devil returned and what took place in order for the devil to return. And it showed you, the movie was trying to explain to you. Gosh, I hate talking about The Exorcist because I keep going on about it. The little girl, if anyone ever wants to watch the movie came out in 1973, the exact same year as the MMR lovely thing came out. This movie, The Exorcist, is 100% about whack scenes. 1973 is the movie The Exorcist. 1973 was the MMR whack scene. In addition to that, whenever they do these things, they even provide a soundtrack along with the actions that they're doing. Pull up Earth, Wind, and Fire, please. This exact same year, 1973, pull up the song Evil.
Oh.
Earth, Wind, and Fire made a song. I want y'all to understand that every major event, they have a written word, a visual word, and a singing word, musical. In 1973, if anybody follows Earth, Wind, and Fire, the musical group, you understand that the history, the key to everything in the world is in their music. If you can pull up Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'm gonna play a brief segment of the song that Earth, Wind, and Fire created. The song is called Evil.
I think you should just look at the lyrics.
But the song is so rocking.
I get it, but they're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
They can listen to it.
Let's see. So the song, 1973, Earth, Wind, and Fire, it's called Evil. Okay. The lyrics. Okay. And here are the lyrics. We don't want to play it because I'm telling you some real shit that the rest of the people who got nicer channels out there aren't saying. Anything that I say, they find a way to ban it and to get rid of my video.
But you see the year.
Year 1973. Same year as an MMR whack scene, because hey, we're not allowed to say that word. Well, not we. I am not allowed. If I say the word that it starts with the V, all of my videos get shut down. So whack scene. Play the lyrics, please. Oh, don't let the lyrics already played up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sign into it says go back out of this one. You on Spotify. Go to
let me put in lyrics.
Perfect. So you gotta understand, these things that they give us that's killed 16 million Americans that none of y'all ain't talking about. 16 million people died from the one that was given
this past 4 years.
Over the past 4 years. But we can't say it. The fact that you're trying to figure out whether or not someone's telling the truth and lying about something, the fact that they won't allow you to say something should naturally let you know that if we can't say it, why can't I say this? If you don't understand that someone tells you can't say something, you told the entire world that if you do not take this, everyone is going to die. Everyone in the world has to take this thing. And if you don't take this thing, you're going to die. Simultaneously, you tell the world, if you mention what the thing is in your video, we will shut your videos off and we will get rid of your channels for saying the word. For all those who don't understand, God bless you because you are blind. The lyrics are evil, evil running through our brains. We and evil are about the same. Bad blood flows through the bad blood, our bodies flow where love nobody knows. The beauty in our face, you see, trying to hide our misery, our misery, our misery, but evil running through our brains. I swear to God, you liars and cowards, everyone out there who is sitting and doing what you're doing, and that's absolutely nothing, I swear to God, it's here. 2025 is it. It's here. It shows you, and keep on going off with your day. But you got warnings. Exorcist told you everything you need. Earth, Wind, and Fire told you what you need. And I'm telling you, goddamn well I know what I'm talking about. But go back to the video. I'm sorry, the Google Drive thing we were looking at. Ariel's navigating because people know that I am not good with this stuff. So here's where we are. And I want everyone who participated to be proud of yourself for your participation. So let me explain to you exactly what's going on. And I pray, let me change my energy. Let me be honest, fuck it. I pray that everybody out there who sees this and ignores it gets exactly what they are walking into. So you watch it and you continue doing what you're doing. There's nothing can be said because you were told. You are in the midst of Judgment Day and it has begun. And I'm not even talking about biblical. You can make it biblical. As anybody's watching Revelations, listen to Revelations and it's like, wait a minute. Somebody says something about there's going to be a group of people known as the synagogue of Satan, but they are not real Jews. And it's like, wow. So I guess the people, nobody seems to understand that in Israel, those people aren't real Jews, the synagogue of Satan. Nobody understands that, huh? But y'all keep on being blind and lying. But here's what you're dealing with. In 1973, you got your movie that came out. And what no one's even paying attention to is what's happened since then and how 9/11 was the beginning of everything. But this is Judgment Day. You are in it. The Bible keeps telling you to come out of her, come out of Babylon, come out of her. You are in it, you Americans, you hypocrites. You're in it. I swear to God, you're in it. And I know the date, but I'm not telling none of you. I'm not saying a word to none of you because you are choosing what you choose to do. But understand, there was a country by the name of Iraq. I don't know if you've ever heard of that country, but they had their entire country and population decimated because a particular character said they had weapons of mass destruction. And a particular president by the name of George Bush said they had weapons. They went to war on these people in 2003. We got there in 2003 March and realized, oh, there's no weapons here. There's no weapons. There's no weapons. And in 2004, America, you voted in this man again, despite the fact there were no weapons, and you murdered over 1 million people. And guess what? You didn't even say you're sorry. Y'all have moved past Iraq. You've moved past what's happening to Iraq. You forgot to even apologize for it. You are being judged for Iraq. You are being judged for what you did in Iraq.
Tell them where the beginning scene was.
You can show them where the beginning scene was in Exorcist. The beginning scene in Exorcist shows you where this started at. It shows you.
I don't know if it shows where they where is the
Okay.
beginning. It shows that this is Iraq, but
This is northern Iraq.
Yeah.
That's showing you in The Exorcist. If you want to go and try to find it,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
going to try
can.
to do now.
So I'll keep on mad ranting off while you find the beginning of it. But understand, the beginning of it is not Iraq. And it's showing you by doing such disgusting, demonic things like invading a country, and killing 1 million people. You know, all those things. And then you going along with it and re-elected this person who killed millions of people on a fucking lie. On a lie. You can't play the whole thing. If you can just show that in the beginning, they should say northern Iraq right in the beginning.
Yeah, let's see.
So we'll mute it. Fair use. All we're trying to show you is The Exorcist starts in northern Iraq. Go ahead and let it play for a couple seconds. It's like on the very first. Y'all have no idea what's coming for you. Something you've never seen. But since you are liars, you won't see it. It said, don't allow yourself to be deceived. Well, you're liars. And that's how you're being deceived, because you're cowards, hypocrites, and liars. You don't have to like me. Doesn't matter. No one likes me. My mother don't even like me. So you don't like me don't matter to me. My children adore me. So get mad at what I'm saying, telling you the truth about who you are and what you did, and you still haven't apologized to these people. You can let the player show up in any second. It's showing, and then also it's showing you the red skies. Anybody see those red skies? Take it back a couple seconds. Does anybody recall seeing all over the world? That's good. Red skies all over the world. We are in it. You are in it. Every last one of you. Hate me and the CIA. Man, y'all have no idea what you've done to yourself. Everybody who's doing their dirt, you are in it. And you're named and you're marked. You are in it. You see those red skies? Is that familiar? Anybody been seeing those as of late? Because this is the time when we brought the devil back officially. Play on. Yeah, fuck trying to be nice to these people. Because they're cowards. And they're going to despise me regardless. It's my job to be despised. Because people get despised for telling them the truth. We muted it because we didn't want to get flagged. Just want you to see. Stop right there. You see that? Northern Iraq. Do you understand? Northern Iraq. What you did when you went into this sovereign nation and killed over 1 million people and displaced over 5 million, what you did is you unleashed something that let the devil come directly to you. It's your turn. Don't like me. You don't have to like me, because what you're going to see after me is a whole lot more real than my voice. So for you folks over there who made these decisions, don't play anymore. They're going to say, I don't know how long we're allowed to use the video. You know, they'll take anything off for any type of opportunity, because people telling the truth, that's what gets to happen to them. So I want you to understand something. For all of you folks out there who were gung-ho about the immigrants, and we need to kick these people out of our country because of our economy and everything is going so bad. And look at these immigrants. The immigrants are getting benefits. The immigrants are getting free housing. Why us Americans are just struggling? Yeah, y'all keep on thinking that, but I want to understand. I want to explain something to you. The economy is in shambles right now. People are homeless. A large group of homelessness has increased fivefold. People losing their jobs. People losing their business. So instead of getting together and going after the people who did it, you're going after immigrants. So you're telling me that the reason why the economy is in shambles is because we brought immigrants in? Is anybody aware that there's something that took place by the name of COVID that shut down the whole fucking world, made you stay home for a year, broke businesses, killed people, but y'all went and said, immigrants, you're gonna burn for that. These ain't my words. This is your Bible's words. Y'all can get together on some immigrants and want to blame them, but y'all act like nothing else happened before then. You mean no businesses? There was nothing that shut the world down and broke the businesses and the economies, huh? It was immigrants, huh? For you people who propagated that lie because you are liars, understand, it wasn't the immigrants that destroyed the economy. It was a thing called COVID. I don't know if you forgot that. Do you guys remember something called the COVID pandemic? Does anybody remember the pandemic? A pandemic? Does anybody remember a pandemic? No, you don't remember that. But you remember some goddamn immigrants. You're saying the immigrants broke it. You're saying the immigrants, you fucking lying, disgusting hypocrites. You're saying immigrants. So the immigrants is why the government, why we're starving. The immigrants is why the homeless population is increased. That's why we're in this position. It wasn't that. It's because of immigrants, huh? It was immigrants, huh? So we voted for Trump to deport all the immigrants to a tune of $488 billion. You people are disgusting. Now, anybody who watches me knows that if you know who I am, you know that I'm not talking about the people who told the truth and who are telling the truth. This message isn't even for you. This message is for the future. This message is for about 6 months from now. This one is for, because what you are about to see has never been seen or hasn't been seen in at least 2,000 years, what you're about to see. What you're about to see, I want all of you who participated in this nonsense, in this ridiculousness, I want all of you who said the immigrants is the problem. This video was for you. It's not even for you today. Give you 6 months and you'll understand. This video is for you. So when you are crying and burning and starving and screaming and dealing with what you have to deal with, you remember, you blame immigrants on the destruction and the downflow of America instead of, I don't know, the pandemic. And you know what's so crazy? You got to talk to you white people. It's amazing. It's amazing that nobody seems to see that all of America, all of Europe is having the same problem the same time. Soon as COVID was lifted, they started bringing a whole bunch of immigrants in. And they always know that all you got to do to anger a white people is to show somebody supporting somebody who's other than them. You think it's an accident that all of Europe and the UK, once COVID was lifted, started bringing in immigrants? So now you have the same thing going on in the UK and Europe. Everyone's screaming immigrant, immigrant, immigrant. Well, my question is, has anything happened to us prior to the immigrants coming in? Is anything happened to us prior to the immigrants coming in? Was there a lockdown for 2 years where you could not leave your house and you had to wear masks every day? And they told you that if you did not take this thing that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube, that you was going to die. That was the final straw. Because all these things are put in place. You think you're fighting the devil and you don't know who you're fighting, but you understand that you're fighting both. The Creator does things to correct. When you're going through something terrible or have a terrible tragedy takes place, it's not because it's just a thing that happened. It's not random. The Creator creates pain to correct. And it keeps seeing that no matter what seems to really happen in the world, you still keep going back to the same message. For you to say anything after COVID was lifted other than we need to prosecute the people who enacted this, you understand your racism and your disgustingness allowed you to say, Listen, the Donald Trump keeps talking about how great the economy was when he was in office. Well, was there any event that happened between 2019 and 2025 that may have crippled the economy of the entire world? But your racism let you just forget that. Let me ignore that there was a worldwide pandemic and they shut down everybody's businesses. I can ignore that. Let's concentrate on some immigrants from poor countries and say they're the blame. You understand that for you hypocrites who say you believe in God, when you get to meet your maker, I want you to tell your maker that the reason why the American and European economy completely collapsed was because of immigration. I want you to say that with a straight face and look in his or her eyes when you say it. You lying hypocrites. You just went on and disenfranchised all these people, and you're saying everything is bad because of immigrants. You get what you deserve. Me forgiving you don't even matter, because even though you're forgiven, it doesn't mean that you are not going to receive the what you sold. And you sold. Has anybody considered that the same people who was in charge during slavery are the exact for America? You understand that the same people who was in charge during slavery are the exact same people who are in charge today. Do you see that nothing is changing? These people are going to war and killing people. It's the exact same regime. Does anybody notice slavery didn't end and then somebody said, hey, let's put a new regime in? No, all the powers stayed and we're still operating under those same powers and influences. But again, you guys can keep with this narrative all you want. Keep all you want. But let me give you a promise. I promise you that in about 6 months, you're going to see something you've never, ever seen. And some of you aren't even going to see it because it's too late. But keep on playing and keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, you liars. If you want to fix it, which you won't, and I don't think you need, it could be fixed. It could be fixed. But let me go ahead and tell you how to fix it while I got you here. If you want to fix it, all you got to do is apologize. It's that simple. You could fix your fate by apologizing to Iraq, but you won't. So I'll tell you how to do everything. You want to fix this? Do a 30-second video, 1-minute video apologizing to the people of Iraq. I happen to have a very, very close friend who is an Iraqi victim, lost her family in Iraq, had nothing to do with it. All you need to do, you dumb, filthy, racist Americans, is apologize to the people of Iraq. And all this will pass. But you won't. And I'm speaking honestly. I'm getting joy out of watching you and knowing that you're not going to apologize just so you can get what you fucking deserve. Not very godly. I'm just speaking very honestly. I am getting joy off of watching what's going to happen to you. And it's terrible. It is terrible what's about to happen to you. Knowing that all you have to do is apologize. All you got to do is apologize to the Iraqi people. And especially you MAGA folks, but you won't. You won't. So I know I shouldn't be getting joy out of it, but honestly speaking, I'm getting joy out of watching you set yourself up for your extinction. Your extinction is on the way. You watch. And guess what? You don't have to listen to me because you don't listen to a nigga anyway. Don't even matter. But I'm telling you, I'm enjoying watching you go further and further into your extinction for what you did. And what you're going to see is something unimaginable. Unimaginable. So I think okay, Lanice asked, what station was this? Okay, let me go and pull it up for you. As a matter of fact, while we got you on the phone right now, baby, go to YouTube, please. I'm going to have Ariel pull up the video for you, and you can watch the entire video on YouTube of the Wichita plane crash. I'm gonna pull it up and put it in the link so you can watch the video of the plane crash that got to show you. Give me 10 seconds. I'm dealing with my kids. At the same time, I'm dealing with trying to find this for you, and you can go and do it for yourself. The video on is not it's not entertaining. It's just showing you the cleanup site of that crash that took place from Wichita that we told you was going to take place. We told you 2 years ago. So while give me 1 second, I'm pulling up the video so I can put it in the link, and it's going to be the cleanup.
Any of this look familiar?
Oh, there it is. That's part of it. Okay, but this is it. Live cleanup. Now, I understand that fair use. This is for educational purpose. I understand that I am a crazy, angry, stupid, fat, stinky, whatever things y'all want to denigrate me at. Say all those things. Did y'all hear that sound? Do you hear that sound? Now,
The UN Charter entrusts the...
You heard that sound. Now, you don't think it sounds suspiciously? That's my daughter. I'm sorry. There's the Potomac. This is the scene. Pause it. Here's the Potomac River where the crash took place. And the backdrop here is literally the cleanup site. Is right here. But that's a coincidence. That's all mere coincidence. America, you have officially invited the devil, Satan himself, to run you. And he's got a plan. And y'all read Revelations for you Bible thumpers out there. Y'all know what the plan is. Where you are in it. You're in it. And you're getting judged for Iraq. You're getting judged for Iraq. You're getting judged. And for those who said, hey, you know, you're stupid, you're a liar, and all those things, well, y'all go ahead and say what you want to say. But I know where I am and when I am. So it was on YouTube if you want to go and take a look at those videos. So we found it on YouTube, but it was also on some other places. Scroll up. I want to just never miss a comment. Howdy. Hey, what's up? What's up, Avatar brother? How you doing? Yes, there's a guy by the name of New Moon Rapture. This guy here he's got the dates. He's literally showing you where we are in Revelations right now. He's got the whole playbook. Share his screen again. Share his channel again. Look at this guy. He literally gives you the timetable and the dates to where we are in this story. He gives a great breakdown. And for those who, we did a video And I had up ending the video about the number 62. And I was explaining to you that the devil, for the folks who know this character known as the devil, whatever's controlling this physical place, I want you to do the Witcher column, the 26. Um, you'll have an other. I sent it to to Santos. Um, okay, I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna put a video on. Anybody who's been following the anyone who's been following the um, where is it? Maybe from your phone. Sorry. Anyone who's following the what you call it pattern, the 62 pattern, ask me why are they killing people with the number 62? And I will show you why they're killing people with the number 62. They kill people with the number 62. Everyone knows that the devil mimics what the creator does, and he um, turns it upside down. Where is Santa? Did Santa respond to you or me about
Look at your phone. I don't know.
the new moon rapture? We sent
I
them a thing.
That's no way out.
Let me show you exactly why. Let me show you exactly why the devil uses number 62 when he decides he's going to kill everybody.
Is this it? Escape in 2026?
Is that New Moon Rapture? Okay. Yeah, the guy New Moon Rapture is
Yeah, that's it. You gotta find that video.
okay. So can you how do we do that? What's it called? Escaping. Okay. The numbers are the numbers. They do everything. They do everything numerically. Okay. They do everything numerically, and they show you in the numbers. For those who are familiar with the 62 pattern, you got it. For everyone who knows, the devil, whenever the devil does something, the devil mimics what the creator did, and then they turn it upside down and they invert it and turn it into something bad. So, is that it?
I'm trying to go to history because I can't.
It just showed up a second ago.
I clicked it too fast.
Okay. We're sorry. As you can see, this isn't planned. The horse is cooking. Horse arrived. This is New Moon Rapture's video. Fair use. Pause. Okay. For those who are familiar with the 62 pattern, this is the reason why he uses the number 62. He takes the symbols of the creator and then inverts them and turns into something horrible. So understand that the reason why the 62 pattern exists is because of this character you guys are calling God. And if you're into geometry or you're into numbers, take a look at this quick video. I'm only going to show about 5 minutes of it. 2025 is a year of the snake. And we know who the snake is. Everyone knows that 2025 is the year of the snake, and we know Donald Trump is the snake. So, um, for my tone, I want to apologize for my tone because, but this is me being raw and honest, and it infuriates me that these things are very, very clear to me. And no matter how many people you show in the artwork, the music, the history, even predicting shit, and it happens. No one. Oh, no audio.
Wow, no sound.
How did that happen? Okay, well they can still see it. They can still see it, and they can
play it again, or do
well they can see it.
y'all want us to play it again so I can fix the sound, or do y'all want to go back? Because I can play it again with sound. Y'all let me know. I'm catering to y'all. Give me some ones if you want me to play it again. Give me some fours if you want to pass it on.
Well, we'll just we'll just move on.
Okay.
We'll just move on. So, here's the good news. Well, before I get the good news, this was the last chance to do a correction of what's been done over the past 6,000 years. This was the last chance. And a decision has been made that for people who refuse to tell the truth, and the people out there who are saying that our economy is in bad shape, and I voted for Donald Trump because because he's getting rid of the immigrants, because the immigrants is why the economy is failing. You people, dare I say, are unredeemable, and you are proving it, and you've proved it throughout history. You are unredeemable, and that time is over. That mindset of I can go to another country and invade them. I can decide I want to go and take Greenland. I'm going to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. I'm going to take over the Panama Canal, and America's going to run it. You same people who voted for him and are cheering these things on, your days are numbered. And what you've done to yourself is worse than I could ever do to you. You've done it to yourself.
And side note, for all of you who want America to have this and have that and it's best, whatever, you do realize that everything on this side of the world is America, right? You do realize that Mexico, Central Canada, I mean, everything is America. North America, Central America, South America, it's America.
And for you, you're the Muslim organization out of Michigan. I'm not speaking of all Muslim, but in particular, you guys out of Michigan, I want to give you a special shout out for you guys coming out publicly to say you all voting for Trump. You Muslim community in Michigan. I want you to understand that y'all chose to vote for this man who on his very first term, his first time around in 2016, his very first day enacted a Muslim ban. You are going to feel that. You're going to feel it worse than the blacks. You know how the blacks get shitted on? You Muslims in Michigan are going to have a very hard time because you allowed yourself to be deceived. When a man bans your entire religion from entering the country, and then 4 years later you vote for him, you are a fool, and you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself, and you did it for one reason, but I'm not even going to get into it, but you did it to yourself. I want you to understand that this place that we call America did not used to look like this. And a group of people came in and killed the majority of the inhabitants. And those same people are in charge. That time is over. and everybody who went along with it will get their same fate. It is over. It's over. Here's the good part. The good part is this thing breaking and how it breaks means that this will never, ever, ever happen again. This is never happening again. And this is why they're panicking. You folks out there who are so proud of Donald Trump signing 200 bills in a day. Y'all so proud of that. Y'all so proud, think he's doing something, and y'all not smart enough to realize that this is the actions of people who are panicking. They are panicking. They are panicking because they know their time is short. So y'all guys keep on following them. Keep following them and keep going down this racist ass path you're going. Now, this is not to say that Kamala is any better. The result would have been the same. The result would have been the same. They would have tried the exact same things. It's just they would did it through a different way. Something that you want to call wokeness. But the result would be the same. But the choice that you made, no one held his hands. No one put his feet to the fire. All you Trumpies out there when he created warp speed. You understand? No one said nothing. No, they still voted for him. Warp speed. The 16 million Americans that died came from a result of warp speed. And
18.
Y'all still 18 million Americans, and y'all still elected him. Was that worse than y'all re-electing George Bush after they found no weapons of mass destruction? I don't know. But what I do know, it is your time for judgment. It's here. It's here. And guess what, smarties? This black nigger that y'all want to call me knows the date. And I'm not telling one single one of you, because the only people who can be deceived are people who look through their lens with a racist perspective. Case in point, if I go to South America and Brazil with 10 horny men and some sketchy guy comes out of the alley saying, I could take you guys to a strip club where you can buy women for $1 a piece, and you ask him his name and he can't tell you his name, he doesn't have a car, he has nothing, you don't trust him. But the only people who are going to trust him and get in his car and follow him to the strip club are people who are looking through the lens of horniness. That's how they were deceived. 10 men looking for a stripper will follow a stranger down a dark alley, even though it's against their better judgment, because they're looking through the lenses of being horny. A woman decides, 20 women decide to fly to Dubai because a prince wants to let them live in their palace. So instead of listening to everything else that the prince says, because they're looking through the lens of being a gold digger and greed, they were able to be deceived. Because you people out there clearly didn't hear Trump say the Mexicans were rapists and killers and stab people, because you didn't hear him say a ban on Muslims, y'all didn't hear that, because you didn't hear him say that Africa was a shithole nation, because you didn't hear that, and you're deceived because you're looking through a racist lens. You are a racist is what you are. But you will be deceived through your lens because you're looking through the eyes of a racist. It keeps telling you, don't be deceived, don't be deceived. Well, you can't be deceived if you're looking at truth, and you are liars and hypocrites. So consider that. But I also want you to consider all this is done. Once this monster is done with and this entity is over with, it's not coming back the way it came back again. I promise you, I can assure you. You just need to get through it. And the way you get through it is to tell the fucking truth. Tell the truth and stop lying. And when that thing in your stomach starts bubbling for no reason, something's telling you to leave, don't believe me, you hypocritical Bible thumpers, when the Bible keeps telling you to get out of her, get out of her, get out of Babylon, get out of her. Don't believe me. Listen to your Bible, you fucking hypocrites. The Bible keeps telling you to get out of Babylon, get out of her, get out of her. Don't listen to me. Listen to your Bible. When that pit comes in the middle of the night under your stomach that tells you, hey, something's not right, you can just Google it.
I'm looking for something.
Once that pit comes in your stomach, figure something out, smart people. Figure out that 87 plane crashes have taken places over the past how long?
I'll show them. Oh, there's.
All right, I gotta grab
All
my
right.
daughter. Ariel's gonna show you
I'm
some
going to
stuff.
show you guys a couple of things that I posted on.
Talking to people, he's frustrated because people are liars.
Let me show you guys this. So I did a couple of posts, and like literally, here we go. Just like what Moon Rapture found, it is crazy because Moon Rapture and I were listening to this song at the same time, but he did a video pointing out all the things that are in this song, and these are the lyrics to "It's the End of the World." Okay, here are the lyrics. Let me blow it up a little bit so you guys can see. If you guys follow him, I'm sure you've already seen him break this down a couple of times. But here you have it. It says, that's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes on an airplane. And you got Trump in here, reporters baffled, Trump, and patriotic. And it's nothing but patriots. Everybody's a patriot now. You didn't have to serve the country or anything like that. Everyone's a patriot. This record was written in 1987 by REM, okay? It also happens to be the year of the snake in 2025. Now, remember in the lyrics, it said birds and snakes. Birds and snakes and airplanes, okay? Let's see. As of February 17, 2025, there have been 87 aviation accidents reported in the U.S. 4 major aviation disasters have occurred in 2025, claiming the lives of at least 85 people. Despite these incidents, flying a U.S. commercial airline remains statistically the safest mode of transportation. They still got to throw that garbage in there. But here you have it. Then I looked up the CDC's website because, they keep trying to scare everybody about this bird flu. And remember, the lyrics were birds and snakes. Okay, so let's see here. So as of January 6th, how funny it is that the CDC is starting the year off on January 6th. What's significant about January 6th, guys? Does that happen to be, the fake insurrection?
No. People tried to take over the government and was going to rule the government with no guns.
Yeah.
So the people thought that once they went inside the offices, that then they're in charge of the government. This is what they're saying to people when people are listening.
And people believe in it. So
because that's all you need to do to take over America is to simply go inside of Congress and go into offices, and then you run it. Because that's how it works.
So January 6th, chaos, and it happens to also be Epiphany Day. Day of Epiphanies is about the 3 wise men and all of that. January 6th, CDC is saddened by Louisiana's report that a person previously hospitalized with severe avian influenza has passed away. This tragic death of H5N1 bird flu in the United States is not unexpected because of the known potential for infection with these viruses causes severe illnesses and death. As of, here we go, they're quoting January 6th again. So we got 2 6s so far, right, guys? January 6th up top. Now we're mentioning January 6th again. As of January 6th, 2025, there have been 66 confirmed human bodies. So wait a minute. How many 6s do we have here so far? Right in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 6. Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? But all of this is just made up and pretend, right?
They're coincidences.
It's all coincidences, right? Okay. So You've got wait a minute, because I did quite a few posts that I want to share with you guys. I don't know if you guys are on X. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Okay. It's everybody, hold on 1 second, guys. My friend just pulled up, okay? Hold on 1 second.
All right, she's gonna show you her post. No, that's Pilar, baby. She's gonna show you her post when she gets back. She just going to answer the door. But all of this is over. All of this is about to be over, and it's time to, gosh, I gotta say this to people. You better start telling the truth, and you better prepare. You better prepare. You understand? We've all known about Operation Bluebeam. We knew it was coming. Everyone knew. I would say the past 5 years, we all knew it was coming. And you got people out there saying, "I can't wait until this happens, where we're getting this so-called thing from the sky, an alien invasion." I understand people who's curious because you don't know, but kind of consider your life for a second. Do you understand that once they confirm that there's a UFO in the sky, do you understand that they're going to stop all air flight? When that happens, don't cheer, because understand that they're trying to stop you from moving America. They're trying to set you up for their big day. If there's something in the sky, our government's going to say no flying. You stuck. Jesus, just look at cause and effects. What's going to happen? It's not an accident. All these planes are crashing now. They're trying to shut down the entire aviation industry. It's happened before. If anybody's familiar with the Hindenburg, we did a video on it, explains to you with the number 62 pattern, that once the Hindenburg had its accident, that was the end of the Zeppelin era, and they stopped flying them and stopped making them. The same thing is taking place with the planes. Once they confirm that there's a real alien, which is going to be fake, once they confirm it, you won't be able to fly, man. And it's like, God damn it. It's like, Jesus Christ, like, you're blind, just blind. But you're blind through your own doing, because you're looking through these lying lenses. So I'm going to end this thing. Um, T Wriggles asked me, okay, T, I'm going to replay this again just so you can see the cat we were talking about, New Moon Rapture. I'm going to play this for you really quick. Sorry. Share this time this thing. We had gotten to people, they were asking why they do all these murders and sacrifices with number 62. And this is showing you why they choose the number 62 in showing you why they choose the number 62 in their sacrifices, and why when you see that number, you know that we're being marked for an event. So here you go.
To be coincidences. This is the word God, and in simple gematria, God equals 26 using the English language. And the way that works is simple. The G is the 7th letter of the alphabet, the O is the 15th, and the D is the 4th. So 7 plus 15 plus 4, God equals 26. Now, in the Hebrew or modern Hebrew language, the name of God, Yahweh, or Yod He Vav He, equals 26 also. The Yod is the 10th letter, the He is the 5th, the Vav is the 6th, and the He is the 5th again. So the name of God in modern Hebrew, Yahweh, equals 26. And the word God in the English language equals 26. That's impossible to be a coincidence. And yet these languages are hundreds of years apart. But it gets way deeper than that because the sulfuric bridges in our DNA, as I've said before, that hold the strands together, the spaces are the pattern of 10565, which is YHVH, the name of God, Yahweh. And again, it adds up to 26 in our DNA over and over and over. This is the pattern of sulfuric bridges that hold the two strands together. It literally spells Yahweh over and over and over, and equals 26 as well. And the number 26 in the Strong's Concordance Greek is agape, which means love. And we know that the Bible says God is love. And Jesus Christ starts his ministry when? 26 AD. The Jews began building the Second Temple in Jerusalem around 20 BCE during the reign of Herod the Great. The temple was completed after about 46 years of construction. Can anybody add 46 to 20 BCE? You come to what? 26 AD. Jesus answered and said unto them, Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Then said the Jews, 46 years was this temple in building, and wilt thou rear it up in 3 days? But he spake of the temple of his body. Now go 2,000 years from 26 AD forward, or 2 days, or 40 jubilees, and you come to what? 2026 AD. The year 2026 just happens to be, out of all the things it could have been, the year of the horse on the Chinese zodiac. You know, the horse, like all the horses in the book of Revelation. And what is 20 plus 26? It's 46, which takes us to Psalm 46. Psalm 46 doesn't explicitly mention Jacob's trouble. The phrase, the God of Jacob, appears within the psalm, which is often interpreted as a reference to God's protection and presence with the Israelites, even during times of great difficulty, which could be seen as a parallel to the concept of Jacob's trouble. Gee whiz, what a coincidence. A period of significant hardship for the Jewish people. Therefore, the psalm can be understood as offering comfort and assurance during times of trouble. Trouble means tribulation. Aligning with the idea of Jacob's trouble. And what is right before Psalms 46, which is 20 plus 26? Well, of course, Psalms 45, which is 20 plus 25. Psalm 45 is considered a royal wedding song, celebrating the marriage of a king and his bride, often interpreted as a prophetic reference to the Messiah, Jesus Christ, and the church.
Okay, guys, I'm going to stop it right there. Please, if you're not already, please subscribe to New Moon Rapture's channel. Even if you are not a person that subscribes to any kind of religion or anything like that, his discoveries are irrefutable. I mean, you can not like the Bible all you want. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? So, you know, I'm willing to listen and learn from pretty much anybody if I can actually gain something from it. And here is his channel. He should have far more than 2,000 subscribers, but here we are. Okay, so I wanted to go through a couple of these posts that I have done because I use X pretty much as just like a time capsule to immortalize where we are in history. So let me.
Because no one's going to believe this in the future.
No, they're not.
No one in the future is going to believe this.
And this is my X page, guys. If you I'm at azen03. Follow me. I'll follow you back. I'm not one of those weird people that like, oh, I'm not going to follow people because they only have 25 followers. Like,
those
no.
are the ones you're supposed to be following. The people whose messages aren't getting out are the ones you should be following. If somebody got 30 million followers and sending out a message, it's changing nothing. You shouldn't be following them because they're pushing their videos. The algorithm is pushing this ridiculous information they put out. Look for your smaller channels because they're all being suppressed. Like, isn't that common sense that they want the poisonous information out and suppress the good? So stop worrying about the number of followers. All that's fake anyway.
There you go. Exactly. So I wanted to share this video. Y'all see that? Y'all see the force field right here? That's like
proof of the you get physical proof of the firmament.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is happening. This is not Photoshop, okay? It's not even like a good. That is undeniably a torus field.
Everything is made up of that. Every essence.
We are torus fields. Everything is encompassed in the torus field. Everything.
Our reality.
Our entire reality. Let's see what else I got here for you. Oh, and if anybody was curious about this whole Doge thing that Elon is doing, I found this pretty peculiar. So I looked up what Doge meant, and it actually means the chief magistrate of Venice. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that in American politics, we have an AI software that is literally auditing all of our data through Venetian ideologies. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Why don't you fill them in a little bit about the Venetians? I put some stuff here about the Venetians. Doge of Venice,
the Phoenicians
was
they know the Bible speaks of the Phoenicians.
The Doge of Venice was the Doge of the highest role of authority within the Republic of Venice. This is 697 CE to 1797 CE. The word Doge derives from the Latin dux, meaning leader, and Venetian Italian for duke, highest official of the Republic of Venice for over 1,000 years. I have more here.
And for you folks out there who don't believe in reparations, personally me, I'm not accepting reparations. That's a personal decision. But who was your friend you were talking to about reparations yesterday?
I don't remember.
Ariel was talking to one of her
Twitter.
Racist Twitter friends who can't see because she's a racist. I wish I knew her name. But Ariel asked her about the question of reparations.
Because and let me just give you a little context. The reason why I even brought up reparations was merely just because Trump is letting everyone know that the 14th Amendment was never for, like, what do they call them? Border babies or something like that. When the people come to America and they have a baby and then they get citizenship. He's saying that originally that's not what the 14th Amendment was created for, which is true. Okay, that is true. It was specifically for slaves and their children, okay, because they were brought here illegally.
And that's an act of war.
Against their will, and that's an act of war. So their way of they're trying to make a fake kumbaya moment was to say, if you're here, you're a citizen here, okay? So my question was, okay, well, since we're enforcing, and being sticklers about the 14th Amendment and who it is for, so are those same slave descendants going to get the reparations that are also outlined that we are supposed to be able to inherit because of what happened? The whole reason for the 14th Amendment being in existence, reparations is directly connected to that.
It's written in the law.
It's directly connected to that. So my question to the white people was, okay, let's just we're going to go ahead and get on the same accord, even though y'all know I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to this whole border bullshit. None of that stuff, because all of this is America.
Stolen. It's all fucking stolen.
America, and
you stole it. They stole it and killed everybody. Like literally, you are okay, and and you are fine with the fact that here's what a hypocrite is. A hypocrite is you Trumpies out there, and you want people who are pushing Trump. Y'all have no idea what you're in for, especially you Negro people who are pushing Trump. But you're saying you support Israel because the land used to belong to them during the holy time, so the Israels should be able to return back to Israel because it used to be their land. But then when you ask about reparations, with them doing the exact same thing, they're not for that. You're not for reparations, but you're for Israel getting reparations.
And the South Americans, y'all are for that. But you're not for going by the documentation saying that it is for the slaves. It is for the slaves or descendants of the slaves.
And for you Trumpies who don't believe in reparations, then you probably shouldn't have voted for Trump, because Trump believes in reparations. For you folks who are paying attention and take the time to look and be honest, you'll see that in 2016, Trump gave over $1 billion of reparations to who? South African whites who got kicked out of South Africa. Your American president gave South African whites reparations of over $1 billion. I don't have the exact figure for reparations when they were kicked out of the lands that they stole. You dig? So if you don't believe in reparations, then you probably need to talk about Trump, because he believes in reparations the same way he's in South Africa right now with the South African so-called billionaire stealing from South Africa right now. He's a racist. Anybody who don't see that, who's black, is a fool. And anyone who's white who don't see that is simply a racist just like them. You are a racist. I try to distract them, but they want to be with you.
No, but you're going to have to get them out of here. All right, guys. All right. So let me get through a couple more of these posts. And I also even did a poll asking people where we live. Is this actually hell or not? So far, 40.9% of people think that this is hell. 45.5% believe it's not. And 13.6% believe that they don't believe in heaven or hell. So I think that's pretty interesting. That poll is still going. But a couple of things. This quote here by William Casey. He was the CIA director in the 80s. And he said, "We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false." So we're at that part in history as well. Okay? We're at that part in history. Trying to find some other things because I've been posting, just putting time capsules in here for everybody, because this is where we are. This is definitely where we are. Oh, here we go. Israel killed 16,000 Palestinian children. That's like a big deal, right?
No,
you don't think that any repercussions or anything needs to come of that, that like that is in the name of God. Can somebody show me in the Bible where that's okay, where God says you're allowed to kill innocent children?
And then turn to the Las Vegas Strip.
And then, yeah, because, now he's going to turn, it's not going to, they're going to have a Vegas Strip in Gaza. The Gaza Strip is the new Vegas Strip. Sorry, guys, you hear my babies in the background, but they're everywhere. I have a bunch of babies. But here you go. Oh, matter of fact, here, this woman explains what the whole thing with reparations and the 40 acres and a mule, all of that stuff. And that's the other thing. Why are so many, and I'm going to say it, white Americans pretending that they don't know what 40 acres and a fucking mule is? Like, come on. That's like remedial education. But I'll let her explain it to you, okay? What just happened? Now, this is the other thing they do to me, y'all. They mess with me all the time. All the time. Because y'all saw me click on that video and they just made it just go away. 1 second.
Fair use.
Yes, fair use.
This is fair use. It's for educational purposes only.
It's a TikTok, for God's sakes.
Hey, they flagged us on our own video.
They have. And our own music. Okay, here we go. Let's pull up this. Okay. So here was my thing. I said, are you telling me Americans really don't know what 40 acres and a mule are? Is this the reason that will be used to still not pay Black people reparations? If so, I got you. See, I'm not salty. I'm not mean. I'm not trying to deprive anyone or take anything away from anyone. All I'm trying to say is, hey, where's the balance? And hey, you guys decided y'all were going to put this in black and white and promise this. So here we go. But this is beyond a broken promise, okay? This is beyond a broken promise.
One of the lines that has become clear to me in Kendrick Lamar's performance last night is 40 acres and a mule. And that line is particularly potent for many Black Americans. And it happens to be a line that I remember from my education growing up in grade school in the Bronx. And I vaguely remember what it was about. It was something that was promised enslaved people. I can't remember whether I was told it was before or after emancipation, but it had to do with the Civil War. And I've since had my memory refreshed, and it was something that the federal government promised enslaved people that they would get, and it would help them get a head start. But as with many promises given to Native Americans, they didn't come through. And I never really equated 40 acres and a mule because it was not something that really ever touched my life. But in thinking about it this morning, I never really equated it with something else that was very important to American life, which was the Homestead Act. Now, if you don't recall, for some reason, there's a lot of American history that was that really stayed with me. And the Homestead Act was an act that the federal government felt was extremely important because they wanted to populate the Midwestern part of our country, the prairie. And so they offered 160 acres free and clear to people who would farm the land, ranch the land. I guess it was really only good for farming. But they would give free and clear 160 acres to people, and they had mapped out a huge swath of prairie land. And it was white people who took that land. And that's how a lot of our Midwest cities came into being. And they didn't rescind that promise. They gave 160 acres to people free and clear. All they had to do was stake it out. And this may be apocryphal. I seem to remember in class hearing how there was a date, and they had people lining up, and they set off a bell, and you could just go and stake out your plot of land, and it was yours, and you could farm it. And that was the beginning of generational wealth for a lot of white people. A lot of these people came from Germany and Middle European countries, and they got a stake in this country. And here we have enslaved people who were brought over against their will and finally released from bondage and promised for their servitude they would be given 40 acres and a mule and a mule, and they got nothing, and they had to start from scratch. Just a thought. Think about that. Think about how you'd feel if that promise was made to you and then you were just blown off. Okay.
All right, so she explained that perfectly, and I appreciate so much the white people that tell the truth and they just come out there, because it doesn't have to be this fake racial conflict that we know is something that was created. Okay, it doesn't have to be that. As long as we're all telling the truth, it's like, hey, you're a human, something happened to humans that look like you, and I'm not standing for it. That's what's supposed to happen. That's supposed to be the collective consciousness. But that's not what's happening. We have a bunch of white people that are hoorahing and yeehaw that Central Americans and South Americans are being deported from the United States, and saying, yeah, but that's because what they did, they broke the law. They broke the law. Well, I'm sorry, that's mighty white of you. I would say that coming to a foreign land and having people, beautiful people, welcome you with open arms, feed you, bring you back to health, because these people were sick as hell when they got here, and they had no medicine, they had no food, they had no clothes, they had nothing. They were taken off of those ships and nurtured and taken care of. And then they murdered the same people that they did that to and stole everything. Stealing is illegal, guys. It's illegal. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Don't go in there. Don't. Go downstairs with Daddy. Sorry, guys. I got romper room in my house. But you stole it. So don't talk to me, hypocrite, about laws being broken when you broke the foundational natural law of murdering people and stealing. And you want to talk to me about some people crossing a border so they can make a life for themselves and their family? And you're trying to make it seem like these people who are being raped and going through, God, y'all don't even want to know what these people are going through when they do make it up there. It's a long hike and it's hard, and they get exploited. You think that they're the ones that are bringing the fentanyl. No, your government is. The people who are pretending that they're cleaning everything up, they're doing it. They're doing it. So I don't want to hear any of these people talk about anything that anyone did illegally, okay? Because that's all they do is illegal activity and break the law and curse the land, because that's what they've done. They've cursed America. But yeah, guys, this is I'm trying to, I don't know why this thing is not, oh, I know why, because I'm stuck in this feed. Hold on. Yeah, so okay, let's go ahead and go by the 14th Amendment. Y'all go ahead and kick all these Central and South Americans out, that did absolutely nothing and was making people's lives better. You go ahead and do that, but you can't have it both ways, white people. You can't have it both ways. If you're going to uphold the Constitution with the 14th Amendment and to be strict about who it was for, well, you can't throw reparations in the trash, especially you, Mr. President Trump, when we already know that you believe in reparations, which is why you gave reparations to the white farm owners in South Africa. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Oh, you guys should follow Truth Seeker too on X and YouTube. But yeah, that's we're at that point. We're at that point. We are being judged, and many people have failed the test because they did exactly what they've been doing. Do you understand that Trump taking over Gaza, that is colonization? Why are we acting like colonization is not still taking place in modern day? Why? That's colonization. And do you think that he's not going to try to colonize? He's already talking about colonizing Canada. Now, you can call it, oh, he's trying to make it another state all you want. But I can assure you that the people that live there feel that it is colonization. The people who are in Mexico, thank you, Piss. Go help daddy. Go help daddy. The people in Mexico, you think that they're already gunning and setting things up so they can invade Mexico. They're already doing it. They're already setting the whole stage for this. And I can assure you that is colonization. So you can go ahead and try to pretend and gloss over and try to make stuff seem like they aren't what they are all you want. But the truth always is the truth. You're just living the lie. And don't get mad at the truth because you're choosing to live the lie. And that is the problem here. That is the problem here. I'm trying to get the rest of this stuff set up. Hold on, guys. Let me get Santana up here for a second. Let me get him up here. I will be right back. Okay, guys? Hold tight. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay. So please, like I said, look inside your heart and listen. For the white people that I've been talking about in this video and Santana's been talking about, clearly we're not talking about all white people. I have some amazing white friends. Amazing. In fact, I had her on the show the other day. They took the video down. YouTube took the video down I did with her. It's on Rumble. Her name is Mary. And she's one of the most beautiful people that I've encountered. And all she cares about is humanity. That's all she cares about. So make no mistake, white people, when I'm saying white people, I'm talking about the white people frequency. They get to ignore, they get to get the leg up and ignore and pretend that things aren't happening, and you participate in the most egregious acts. That's who I'm talking about. That is who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all white people. I'm not. And here you go. Here's my friend BN right here. Here, let me show you guys something. For all you people who think that what we did in 2001 when we blew up our own trade centers and killed 3,000 Americans and non-Americans as well, but we found a way to infiltrate Iraq. And these are her words. I will never forget. I will never forgive. We are human too. We have families too. And we have emotions too. You have stolen everything we have, including our rights to live. It's time to take back what is ours. Prepare for the divine justice. And this picture right here, these are her twin brothers who died because of the Iraq war. These beautiful little boys, beautiful babies, gone, gone, because they couldn't go to a fucking hospital and get help. Guess what? They didn't even know they were pregnant with twins, because when she was pregnant, she had no access to a hospital to even get a sonogram to know what she was having, to know if she was what she was having. She gave birth and had a beautiful surprise of two beautiful little beautiful boys, and they were taken right away because America is evil. It is evil for what they did. It is evil for what they did on 9/11. It's not something that we can gloss over. We can't just gloss over it, y'all. We can't. That shit happened. And these people's lives, she's living in the UK now. She don't want to be there. She wants to be home. Do you know what she says to me? She tells me that in Iraq, through all the rubble and everything that's been destroyed, you know what we have? We still have God. She said you can feel God when you're there. You can feel it. You see it, you smell it. Everything is God there. When I can assure you, when you go to the UK, you do not feel God.
You feel the opposite.
You feel the complete opposite.
When you go to Africa.
When you go, yep, Africa. You land in Africa, and I'm talking about as soon as I landed in Africa, I was still in the park, the park where the cars pick you up at the airport. The energy that you felt, it was something unmeasurable. It was
unexplainable.
Unexplainable.
It's not
yeah.
an accident that if you're black and you want to go to Africa,
you got to go through the white countries.
You cannot take a direct flight to Africa if you're an American, and the flights are doubled. So they discourage black people from going back to Africa with the flights.
Yeah. So let's see what other nuggets I can fill y'all in with. Hold on, let me pull up my chat here so I can see if y'all saying anything to me. Okay, let's see here. Oh, listen to this. Y'all will get a kick out of this. Listen to this, guys. Guys, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm not surprised because, like I said, they mess with everything that I do, so I can't be fluent. They like to take away momentum. That's all it's about. But we're gonna get in a second. 1 second. Y'all find this interesting.
mind-boggling USA projects yet. A real-life Jurassic Park. Yes, while the American people have been debating infrastructure and healthcare, millions of taxpayer dollars have been quietly funneled into a program determined to bring back the dinosaurs. You heard it right. The scientists behind this initiative, many of whom were kids when the original Jurassic Park first hit theaters in 1993, apparently saw the film, ignored all of the cautionary elements, and instead took away one key lesson. We should totally try this. And so, when they got older, with the backing of a USA grant originally meant for biodiversity restoration, they got to work on fulfilling their childhood dream, conveniently ignoring that the movie franchise currently sits at 6 films dedicated to explaining why this is a terrible idea. According to internal reports uncovered by Doge, the project codenamed Reptile Renaissance, because Dino Disaster would have raised too many red flags, I guess, is based on a mishmash of actual paleontological research, wishful thinking, and a very loose understanding of how DNA works. Despite not having a single complete dinosaur genome, the team has been charging forward with remarkable confidence. They've spliced together various genetic sequences from birds, lizards, and, for reasons unknown, a golden retriever named Chad who will totally chase that ball. Their latest attempt resulted in a creature they've dubbed the pterodactyl, which, while terrifying to look at, unfortunately cannot fly, roar, or survive outside a temperature-controlled terrarium. And how much has this cost so far? Doge's estimate, somewhere north of $987 million. But don't worry. One scientist assured auditors that they are right on the cusp of a breakthrough. When confronted with these findings, USA officials defended the program, claiming that bringing back dinosaurs will help foster global cooperation and create thousands of jobs. And technically, they're not wrong. If this thing ever gets off the ground, or more likely escapes, we're looking at an economic boom in several sectors. Security. Someone's going to have to build fences strong enough to keep a pack of velociraptors from eating the interns. Pest control. Once the pterodactyls start nesting in power lines, pull their rates. Therapy. Nothing strengthens the mental health industry quite like an unexpected encounter with a T-Rex at the local Starbucks. As one high-ranking USA official put it, hey, if China builds artificial islands, we'll build a real dinosaur, bro. That's the kind of American exceptionalism that taxpayers deserve. Okay. Well, Elon Musk has personally vowed to get to the bottom of this lunacy, as he said, although some sources claim he has also quietly inquired about investing in a potential Dino Revival coin. Meanwhile, the scientists remain undeterred, claiming their ultimate goal is to open a government-funded dinosaur theme park where children can pet and, hopefully, not be devoured by reanimated prehistoric creatures. For now, though, the fate of the project remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. If dinosaurs do make a comeback, they will almost certainly be subjected to the same bureaucratic red tape as the rest of us. Expect to see headlines like Brontosaurus still waiting on environmental impact study and first live T-Rex delayed due to licensing fees. And when that day comes, we'll look back on this moment and ask ourselves the age-old question: was this really the best use of $987 million? The answer is no. But we all secretly want to make it happen anyway.
So yeah, I found that pretty interesting. How do you guys feel about that, huh? How do you guys feel about these projects that these people are doing? Pretty interesting, huh? Pretty interesting stuff. You know, because we don't have starving people. We don't have homeless. We don't have terrible unemployment rates. We don't have any of these things going on. We don't have people dying because they can't afford medical care. We need dinosaurs. We need dinosaurs. Let's see what else I got here, because I'm going to end this pretty soon, guys. I just wanted to share some of these things with you that you guys may not because if you guys aren't on X, which I totally get, because X is just a nightmare. Oh, and Pierce Morgan, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video. I interviewed Lee Harvey Oswald's girlfriend, who was working at Ochsner Hospital doing the cancer research. In fact, she's the one who developed the cancer that everyone is combating now. She didn't know what she was a part of when they ushered her in. She was like a prodigy, basically. She had her own lab at like 13. Extremely, extremely smart. Let me find this video for you so you guys can go back and look at it when you have some time. Here it is. Here's the interview that I did with Judith. And all right, guys. So that is the video that I did with Judith. Please take some time to look at it. I'm going to show you what's going on. So Judith actually just did an interview with Pierce Morgan just yesterday. And he's released a video of him doing a panel with cancer research people. But oddly enough, I don't see Judith there.
The creator.
They literally took her out. Hold on. Let me show you guys something. Like, this stuff is just unbelievable. Let me see. Let me find Judith. I did. I did. So you guys, please check out that video when you have some time, because it's American history, it's world history, because everyone's dealing with the cancer now. But let's see here. So okay, here she did a post on it 2 hours ago. To everyone, Pierce Morgan is airing the segment today at 1 p.m. Greg Kinn, senior producer, did apologize. I had said exactly to him what I posted here, my displeasure, and he responded with regret that I was cut short. Pierce Morgan uncensored excerpt for Judith. So it's supposed to be out today. What time is it now? It's 2:14. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like they cut her short. I'm trying to see, because I've been seeing him doing a video with a panel, and Judith was not there, but she was there. But they cut her out, because anyone who is telling you what's happening, they cut out. I'm trying to let's see here. Yeah, if I find it, I will post it, guys. But you guys, we're gonna end it here. I gotta finish up my day with the kids and all of that fun stuff. But I thank you guys for being here with us.
Share this to your hypocrites.
Yeah, and everybody saying nice catch on The Exorcist. Takes a keen eye to do that. I'm going to go through you guys' chats before I go. Let's see here. I'm going to shout out everybody. Shout out to Avatar, C. Watson, Linnea Cannon, T. Regals. All of you guys who are always here day ones. We appreciate your support. Please share these videos. Please share these videos. I don't even know what else to say, guys.
We're in it.
We're in it. We are in it. And the Exorcist marked it for us.
And I got more too, another video.
Yeah, so guys, y'all have a great day. We will check y'all at a later time. Can you dig it?